How's it going, everybody? It is Charlie from Visokii Entertainment. Today, I'm going to be talking The Circle. This is kind of like a VE movie news, if you will. More or less our Big Brother coverage, mainly just because, this is, I would say, in a way, it is relatable to Big Brother. Um, just real quick, my first thoughts of the show. If you guys don't know what it is, it's on Netflix. And I gotta say, I love how they released the episodes for the show. The fact that it was in batches, and the fact that it was on a platform like Netflix made it so easy. And I think, in my opinion, it made it to where so many more people are accessing it. I would love to see the Netflix numbers on how many people watch this. You know, whether it was that first week or in total as to this point. I would love to know how many people have watched the show, because I gotta feel like I would say it's probably watched by more people than Big Brother. You know, after hearing that you in its first month got over 40 million viewers this year, I think anything's possible with these Netflix shows. One of the first topics I want to hit here is how the show is structured. I love the idea that we can have catfishes or we can have normal people. It plays this effect in it that no one can trust anyone. And that just creates drama. It creates good TV. And I gotta say, I was hooked. I was kind of hook, line, and sinker by the second episode, because I told myself when it first came out, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna at least watch the first episode, see how it goes, and then maybe just keep. If I like to keep watching, if I didn't, fuck it, who cares, you know? And I was into it. I really dug it. I would say one of the only things I didn't like about the structure was the fact that people kept joining in, and they kept joining in, and eventually Ed joins in as the show's pretty much over. Like the dude, he didn't even have to do a listing, and he was in the final group. You know, I wish they would kind of make a cutoff for when to let people in, but, you know, let them in, let them out. If they started with just 12 people in total, or however many ended up being in there, I think it might have played off a little better. But, I mean, you get this, because all the new people, they really didn't have a chance, right? Our final five were people that were all in at the beginning eight. The fact that it felt like some of these new people didn't even have a chance, in my mind, it kind of made it to where maybe in the future, if we do just eliminate that part of them coming in so late, I think it might make for a better show. It might even make it more like Big Brother in the aspect of, you know, you get 12th place. You get, because what places did they get? Like, what did the first girl who went out, what she technically got last place, but I don't even know if would she consider herself like 12th or 13th place or whatever it is. Do they count that? Is that something they're gonna look at? I really liked how the finale worked. And just the voting process in general, I feel like it worked out pretty well. With the finale, you know, you had your final six, and then you cut it to five instantly, which gave us our final five, as we were talking about. And I like how it just went 5, 4, 3, and then you left the last two there. Boom, figure it out, done. I know they did the fan favorite after the show, like on Twitter, or I saw it posted on Twitter, I guess, and Sammy won. So that's cool. She was a good character, and we'll talk about the cast in a little bit here. In all, the structure, because of the catfishing, it leads to a lot of drama, and it's going to create drama inevitably. And that's kind of the theme of the show, really. It's a shit show in terms of just all the drama, and in a way, the backstabbing a little bit. There was a little bit of backstabbing, not as much as you think, because everyone is trying to play it safe, because it's all online. I really liked how people, when they left, got a chance to go see someone's apartment. That to me, I was always like waiting for someone to go visit Seaburn, who was playing as Rebecca, and I'm just like, oh my, is this about to happen? Are we about to get this real confrontation? Or when the catfishes are flirting with each other, I'm like, oh my god, this is awkward but amazing at the same time, and I don't want to turn it off. Now I'm thinking it's time. Let's hop into the cast. I will say right off the bat, I think the catfishes were awesome. I thought Karen, who played Mercedes, I was totally into it. Seaburn as Rebecca was fantastic. I was really rooting for him to win the show as a catfish. I thought that would have been just hilarious, and it might have cemented the first year. But Shubham and Joey, they had the genuine friendship. Sammy was pretty cool. I thought Adam came in so goddamn hard and heavy, and it was pretty funny to watch. It made you cringe. And to me, if a cast member is making you cringe that much, and I know I can't be the only one. I know a lot of you had to cringe also. If a cast member is making you cringe that much, I can't help but think that they were a good choice. And that kind of brings me to, I feel like the choice of casting here was fantastic. Imagine on Big Brother if we got this good of casting done. Could you imagine? Like, look at some of our past seasons. We've had good people here and there, but overall, a majority of it's just shit people, and that it kind of, it almost takes out of the game so much, you know? So having casting like this, And the fact that it's going to come back strong with another second season because this show has already taken off in the UK. I personally haven't watched the UK versions, but hell, I like this so much I might have to turn it on, you know? Since Joey was the winner, I figured we should talk about him a little bit and talk about the game he played. Now, I thought at the end when he got scared and he said when he was making his final voting process with his final list at the end, I thought when he didn't put Shubham at 4, they were showing us that because it was gonna purposely fuck him, but it didn't. I mean, if I think if any of us who watch Big Brother and have seen like a lot of these reality game shows, we totally would put Shubham at the very last place because we knew that if he's got the most votes, I mean, hell, you're adding to his chance to win. I know you want your boy to win, and Joey's a good dude, and that's why I want him to do it. So I can't help but applaud that. I really wish they would have shown us at the end of every episode what people actually rated. Maybe there is a way to figure it out, but they would only show us like 3 people's votes, like 3 of their votes each. And if we had gotten the full thing, maybe it could have been a little bit more interesting. Could have added a little bit of drama. I'm saying like if we got the votes after they showed who's evicted or who got sent out, banished, whatever the block they use. Jesus, look at all the different terms. Shubham was the clear went from 8 week 1. I say week 1, day 1, whatever the hell it was, to finishing in second, and he had first so long that I really thought Joey was gonna screw himself over when he put Shubham at second, and it just added a whole nother aspect. I didn't think in the final 5 Chris or Sammy were going to win. I totally thought it was a 3-person race between Rebecca, Shubham, and Joey. When Shubham got 5th, I was surprised. I'm like, oh, hell, anything could happen. Because, Chris and Sammy have always kind of been there nudging at the top, and I believe they got influencers more than once. I don't know the complete stats off the top of my head. Either way, it did create some interesting, compelling game styles. And I think since people have watched this show now, who knows how many, if they've watched the UK versions, or how many other Americans or whatever have watched The Circle. But now people that go in this next season, they're probably going to have seen the show, and they're going to come with a little more strategy. I hope we fuck it, give us all catfishes, right? Just let them all go nuts. My ending thoughts are rather simple. I enjoyed it. I do think there is maybe a little room for improvement with the show structure like we talked about. But all in all, they nailed it with the cast. They nailed it by putting it on Netflix. That is so clutch. I know a lot of you guys have to relate to that. Like, putting it on Netflix is such a good idea. That's something I've been hammering on the wrestling podcast for years and the wrestling shows is put these damn things on Netflix. I've been saying that because Netflix just has so many subscribers, and it's so easy for people to just say, fuck it, I'll flip this on. Or they're just randomly finding stuff. And Netflix promoted the hell out of the show. It was everywhere. And I see on, like, Instagram now, like, people are getting over 250,000 followers. Like, clearly the show's popping, and a lot of people are watching it. Hopefully one day we get, the total amount of viewers that the show has attained, because that'd be fun to see. All in all, I'm hyped. If there is a second season, and I'm sure there will be, I plan on covering the batches weekly. Maybe Garrett or Brady's joining in, because they haven't seen the show, but I'm pretty sure they're going to check it out, because I've been talking about it. I've been raving about it. Either way, guys, it's Charlie. Like, comment, and subscribe. As you guys see on this little ticker, I like the little ticker on the bottom. I think it looks pretty neat. But yeah, just hit the little bell so you know when we go live. As you guys can see, the content is popping right now. So see you soon.